Won't slow down, spinning so fast. Won't slow down, hang around money. $5 cheese, flip my thing. $5 key, down south lands. Who's got to eat? Always out winning, comes up speed.
See, there's just so much I'm not allowed to say. Yeah. Here's what my Instagram is for. My Instagram is to showcase people how I do my work, like how execution works. As far as showing people I know how to collaborate, I know how to create high quality content, and I know how to engage with people and get people talking to me. That's what Instagram is for. YouTube is to show people how I do what I do. So doing those marketing tutorials and like being a fitness marketing expert, but also showcasing the vlogging, the back, like how a girl boss actually operates, because I realized there's a gap in the market with entrepreneurs and females or women in tech and not talking about their journey. And so that's the point of this. But as far as what I actually produce from it or sell, I sell marketing workshops. I could streamline this and create. It's just like I don't have the bandwidth to think about selling this. Like, or what about this? That saves a lot, because we have one coming up on actually April 16th. No, we changed it to April, sorry, everything is changing, 11th at Switchyards. Okay. So this is a marketing workshop. This is a $75 ticket, and we're only going to have 10 to 12 people. Okay. We just got that finalized today, so we're going to push marketing for that. But this is something that staff and I are just kind of waiting. Also doing this, but I don't want to take on any more clients. I have a few one-on-ones. They're doing great. Like, they're all like killing it on social media right now. But I know we're about to move like full force right now, so I don't know if I could be fair in doing that. And I just like hate, I don't want to be that person that just sells a PDF. Like, yeah, right. I just don't think that's like just valuable that way. I think like if I come up with more videos, maybe I sell like a course, yeah. But I do not have the bandwidth for that.
What do you mean, like the bandwidth? As far as like, you don't know how to produce it?
I don't have time. So. Like this is a pain in the ass right now. But I know I need to do this not for me, because of the bigger picture. Okay, we're trying this dairy-free thing. So, Halo Top. Look, you can actually get it dairy-free. And then all these other ones say good source of protein. Okay, so there's not many options, but this is the one I got. Good stuff. Let's go. Long day, but great day of making big business moves. So as soon as I got home, actually right after I left the office, I was just straight into grocery mode because I realized I had no more food. But do you guys just like come back home and then just eat everything that you bought? Basically, I just went and like ate the Halo Top and everything is still sitting there. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys a taste test, even though, let's be real, I already tasted it, but everyone loves those reaction videos, right? Also trying to do this one-handed with 3 minutes of film left on my cam. Okay, so 2 flavors. I got the, what is this? Candy bar, so it's dairy free, as well as sea salt caramel or caramel. What do you guys say? Caramel, caramel? Comment below. Okay, left hand. Was that Milky Way? That's good. You can definitely taste almond milk. It's not. Oh, I'm not like a bullshitter, by the way. Like, I'm not sponsored by any of this, so I can say whatever I want. But I think, you know, we all do that. We try healthy things, and we have to say, like, we have to keep in mind that, yes, it's good for us, and so it's a different kind of scale. But I tried this one before. This one's good. And it's actually creamy too. We really like the caramel pieces. So caramel is like one of my favorites, so this one's a win. Okay, now to unpack. I got a 8:30 meeting and I think it's about like 6:15 right now, so I'm basically gonna be rushing from leg day to my meeting with Lululemon. So since it is a meeting with people that are in the fitness industry, we're most likely all going to be in fitness clothes, but I also want to make sure I have the appearance that, you know, I'm a professional as well, or that I can wear everyday clothes. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to transition from the gym to professional clothes. This is something I learned while I was with Lily and Charles and did my style therapy. Little pieces that make a difference. So this is what I'm wearing right now to the gym. Crop top, leggings, it's kind of like a grayish black, and then I'm gonna wear sneakers with it. But when I transition, what I'm gonna do is actually put on just like a cute sweater that has like a fold over top, and I'm gonna pair a necklace with it. But you don't wanna ever walk into a meeting with sneakers, I learned that. So I got these like Steve Madden, like, I don't know what these are called, high top, low tops, whatever, but they're super cute and it's great for transitioning outfits. And then you always want to make sure you have color, your algorithm is color, texture, and a pattern. So this is kind of like my pattern. It's got that blocky thing and or texture, I don't know. And then I've got hoop earrings, which are kind of like a statement. It's like a little hoop earrings, a simple way of adding a statement. Now, obviously, I'm probably gonna, it's like inching closer to 6:30 now, so I'm probably not gonna shower. So what I'm gonna do is good wipe it up. I'll probably shower in the afternoon. So good wipe as my quick little shower. I've got dry shampoo too. I do need to wash my face. So I'm really good with the Cetaphil. What I realized this week so far, 3 days off of dairy, my face did really well. I started clearing up, and then I was in a rush yesterday and had a protein shake, and then I was like, oh, my face just started exploding again. So sadly, this dairy thing is a real thing, so I'm doomed. No queso life, it's okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna start washing my face with that. This is like a tonic, I don't know, I got it like free at like some event. So it's a refreshing skin tonic. I don't know anything about the brand. Anyways, and then I'll probably just like curl or straighten my hair a little bit, but I'm gonna be super sweaty, so I'm gonna go hit this leg day. Because I wanted to make sure to catch a cool background. We've got the Jackson Street Bridge here in Atlanta. So what I'm doing is really just getting the best angle, making sure I get no other brands. That's important, following all the guidelines. So here, a spot without graffiti, making sure I get the side angle as instructed, hovers like that. So I'll probably do a shot where it's the city it's an empathy map.
Yeah, so this is an empathy map. So the goal is to draw the person that you just created, so your persona in here, and then write down everything that they're thinking, things that they say in everyday life, things that they're doing, and then how they feel about it. The goal is to try to get into their mind completely.
Okay.
Like really think about like who these people are, and try to think about like any user research that you've ever done, like quantitative data, qualitative data, like try to be as factual as possible, and instead of just like thinking about like the stereotypical person, if you can. And try not to just define them based on their job roles too. Like really go into like who they are as human beings.
I can't eat dairy.
Yes, please. Oh my god, yes.
I don't know that.
Are you on Whole30?
Or I have like peanut butter and pepperonis.
Oh yeah.
Can I have pepper?
Beautiful. Pecans, yes.
What do you guys want? Pecans?
Yes, pecans.
Can I have pepperoni?
You can't have any pecans.
Pecans, pecans.
What did you want? Pepperoni? Is there dairy and protein bars?
Yeah, most of them. No dairy. Snack time, because Tyler always comes through with the snacks.
I was getting hungry and I didn't want to eat by myself.
I know, I was about to pull out my snack bag too, sorry. Chelsea. We're respecting your time. Okay, but I can work at the same thing.
You said
Same
pecans,
thing.
Yes.
and you said pepperoni.
Yes, please.
State of your current business and your current, like the current structure. So we don't have a business, like what's currently happening and like what's the current environment. So for example, so the Falcon Stadium, the current scenario was a stadium with overpriced food and people going to the stadium and planning out hours and days in advance, and then trying to figure out how to get to the stadium, and then figure out once they're in the stadium, oh, now how to get up and get food, and like going through that whole process. You're gonna do that with your creation and your idea. What is the current state and the current process? And then we're gonna do a future state later. Now we're gonna create a vision for if anything was possible, if you had no limitations, just like we were talking about before, living in total abundance. Like if there was nothing holding this business back and you could do anything, what would you do? Like, so for example, for the Falcon Stadium, it was, we would have really cheap food. We would have the stadium shake, literally shake when people made a touchdown or scored. We would create this experience of a living, breathing organism in the center, so we called it the heart of Atlanta. It was this heart that was beating, right? And that was moving. It was a living organism. We wanted the stadium to be living.
Really, so it came to a point in my life where I'm like, I like to connect with people. I like having conversations. I like making new relationships. And I feel like the way I'm dressing is getting in the way of me connecting. And I was dressing that way. It's, people think people wear stringers to show off, but like a big part of it is it makes your pump look better. And people go to the gym to get a freaking pump. It feels good to look good. Like it's the same.
Yeah, it's not a crop top.
It's not even what, it doesn't even have to be stringers. Like some people wear their favorite tank top because it makes them look good. It's a look good, feel good thing. Like you do it for yourself, but I'm like, what's more important to me? Looking good at the gym for myself or meeting people? And you look at the value of each. Like obviously I want to connect with people and put off a positive impression and be more approachable than I do want to have a better pump. So I don't wear those anymore. I put them all in a bag and gave them to my buddy. Like 40 of them, put them in a trash bag and said, take them. He's like, you want any money? I said, no, take them. I don't want to see them again.
Oh my God.
And that was like a defining moment for me because I decided like what was important to me and I wasn't living in line with that.
Yeah.
So as I told Phil, another thing I'm working on now is I'm so used to receiving negativity from other people for whatever reason, like she said, that I used to battle that with like giving negativity back. So like, I'm an angry eyes person. I'll just look like, don't fuck with me. Like, and I project that and I still do. And it's a fault of mine because that's how I was used to coping with that. Like, if you're gonna project negativity and I'm gonna project it back.
So it's like a matching thing versus, so it's more like a reactive versus like giving off the positive vibes.
Yeah, instead of me being like, I don't care what you project at me, I'm a nice person, I'm a happy person, I'm gonna be smiley and open. Like, so I'm having to rework that and
Yeah.
just like the way I carry myself, because like I have to be okay with receiving negativity and not fighting with negativity.
Okay.
And if I'm not intentional about doing that, then I'm not living in line with what's important to me and what I value.
So have you heard of the theory of the temperature versus when you are looking at the temperature in a room, you're just like measuring the heat, right? You're looking at like, oh, it's 68 degrees, 70 degrees, whatever. A thermometer doesn't just look at the temperature, it sets the temperature. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
a thermostat.
yeah.
A thermostat. That you don't just look at a thermometer or a thermostat, you set the temperature. So in the same thing with like human interaction, instead of just like walking into a room and looking at how hot it is, how cold it is, and like adjusting to it, you set that and you are the thermostat, and you walk into a room and you actively put your heat or whatever you want to call it, your own personality into it, and you set that for the room. I think there's like two approaches and two types of people to do it, and I think if you are normally matching somebody because they're giving off negative vibes, then you put out negative vibes, like think about like intentionally walking into a room and being like, I'm gonna set this positive vibe in the room for people.
But you have to enter. You can't enter up here if someone's here.
No, that's a lesson I've learned based on what you told me, because I come in very high strong, but that's because I'm a naturally confident person, because I am led by my passion. What I say is you don't sacrifice who you are going into a conversation, so you set the tone as far as like, I walk with confidence, I walk with my head straight in the gym, and you know that, and so you know I automatically give off that positive and confident vibe. But if I'm having a one-on-one conversation with a girl that I know is like, oh, this girl in a crop top that thinks she knows everything is gonna come talk to me, I know I gotta be extra nice or polite or ask more questions about them and have more empathy, right? Because you know you don't have to like overdo it with them. You just exude your confidence by matching their tone.
Totally.
But your overall vibe should be who you are true to, and that's high energy for me and for you too.
Yeah, I think combining both of those theories is really good. Like being able to match somebody and like having empathy without becoming that person.
Exactly.
Like being able to distinguish, like, I know where you are, I've been there before.
That's the number one key to connection.
Yeah, like having empathy. And then being able to not have so much empathy that you become on their level, but instead you exude your own confidence and you bring them up.
Empathy and vulnerability are the key to connection. Like, the other thing I'll say before we move on from that is you have to be self-aware enough to know what you're projecting. Like that was a lesson for me. Like I had to realize what was being received from what I was putting out. Like until you realize what first impressions probably are of you and what people probably feel, then you can't manage that. Like
Apparently it's King of Pop's birthday, but I'm here with Bernice. Hey girl. Hey. Alright. Okay, so I'm definitely not that great on photo, but I'm gonna let Bernice take the lead on this. Yes.
So I want you right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be in front of you.
You're gonna be in front of me. Okay. I'm gonna just set this up to watch. So I'm behind the scenes here with Bernice today. Bernice and I actually met through a Sweat with ATL, right?
Yeah.
That was the first. Which one did you come to?
I can't remember. It was like in November.
November. Anyways, so she came to that event. Oh, I remember, Fast Twitch.
Yes.
So at the forum, we were there, and then she came to my social media workshop. This girl has just been killing it with her brand. I see her go live all the time.
Yeah.
So she follows those tips.
Yeah.
And I think she's, as a creative, she's been able to distinguish her market, which is, she's really great at working with brands, and that's what a lot of creatives don't know exactly who their ideal client is, and then they're just like, picking up photo shoots here and there.
Right.
What do you feel like the secret to helping you find your ideal client was?
Well, you definitely have to dabble. You have to try everything out to figure out what suits you better. So it's a matter of trial and error.
For sure. And she's definitely killing it. She named some of the brands she's working with, and man,
Yeah.
these are some big names. So look out for her work. Now, do you do one-on-one photo shoots with people?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So if you guys have, if you're in Atlanta or New York, right?
Yeah.
Since she's in New York so much, definitely hit up Bernice. I'm having so much fun with her today. You guys know I'm kind of like, on camera, but she makes me feel so good. So thank
Yeah, of
you.
course.
Yeah. All right, so we got more now. Breaking of Pops. Yes. It's her birthday.
Thank you.
Thanks, MailChimp.
Which one is this one?
This is gonna be cookies and cream.
Oh, it's the best.
It's my last one too. Yes.
And the raspberry lime, please.
Yes.
Thank you
so much.
So fun. Okay, King of Pops birthday too, so we're ending it off with free pops. Cheers.
Free pops.
Thanks again for everything today.
Thank you. Our images.
Now
So-
here's how she does her magic.
So we just click whichever one we want to select. Let's say we definitely want.
Is your typical turnaround time for 10 photos?
30 minutes.
Do you guys understand how big of a deal that is? 30-minute turnaround time, just because she's been able to utilize apps versus waiting around to get back onto her desktop, edit everything with a preset. What value she's offering with this quick turnaround time, that's what's differentiating her product from everyone else. I mean, usually 24 hours, that's still, that's fast. I've seen most people wait in a week. And some people longer than that. So really distinguishing yourself and telling people on social or however you're marketing yourself, I have a 30-minute turnaround time.
Yeah.
Maybe give it 45 just to give it a little bit extra. But that is...
And I can airdrop them straight to your home.
She's going to airdrop it to me.
I'm going to airdrop them to her.
So I can post it like literally right now.
Yeah.
So even with my SL2 right here, that's how I edit my videos so quickly. I have iMovie on my phone, and then I have, this is a Wi-Fi enabled camera too.